What's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Here I am, the Crigler Show. Your host, Adam Crigler, of course. Hope you guys are having a great week so far. I've been having a good week myself. I've been exploring my property, just really soaking it in. It's very nice having a river right next to my property. I'm getting used to it, and every day I walk outside, I'm like, this is my property. It's pretty amazing. So, welcome, guys. Today we're going to be talking about the infrastructure bill, some positives and a bunch of negatives. It turns out it's not as amazing as you would hope for a real infrastructure bill that helps the infrastructure of America, which is important, I think. Anyway, we're going to get into it. Then, of course, we're going to talk about Hunter Biden's, I was going to say laptop, but it's a different laptop. It's a whole different laptop that was stolen. It's a headache, and it's kind of ridiculous. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Then I want to talk about Gina Carano. Some information came out about her new movie that's coming soon, or they're going to start filming it, I guess, shortly. A lot of people are asking who this is. Yeah, I guess I do look quite different without my long hair, don't I? I look like Ryan Long. I can see that, actually. We have similar curly hair. I did cut my hair. Yeah, I told you I would. I told you I was going to do it. And then we're going to talk about Mars rocks. All right, so NASA reported that they were trying to collect some rocks and that they magically disappeared. Interesting. And we're going to find out more about that in a second. And I told you guys I was going to cut my hair. No, I cut my hair off. Come on, you guys knew I was going to do this. I've been talking about it for a couple months, I think, about wanting to get rid of my hair. I just want a quick shout out to someone in chat, Darth Jason. Is it your birthday today? Did I see that it's your birthday? I think it's his birthday. Anyway, happy birthday, buddy. I appreciate you. I see you all the time. So, he just called me pretty. Thank you very much. Miss Glow loves my haircut. Very nice. I appreciate that. Yeah, it feels so good. I mean, I got like this, give you guys a nice spin, huh? A little spin. It's taken some getting used to, actually. When I went to sleep last night, it was cold. The back of my neck, like my whole back area here was really cold. So I'm not used to, having my head exposed while I sleep. Anyway, please go follow me on Odyssey. It's just really easy to find me. Crigler Show, The Crigler Show on Odyssey. If something happens to my YouTube page, that's where I'll end up. Although there seems to be a Rumble for Rumble, which means I should probably get an account over there. I am also looking into how I can dual stream. I'm not sure how easy it is, but I should absolutely look into it. Also, please go follow Crigler Coffee over on Instagram. We are trying to get to 1,000. This is just the more recent. We're almost there, though. 971 followers. We have a giveaway once a month. Where is it? The last giveaway was... Here it is. The last giveaway was Frode going to this lovely place, Pripyat, outside Chernobyl. Now he's going to be traveling to Stonehenge, per the winner that won last time, who actually lives across seas. So they actually said, look, I don't even want the bag of coffee. Donate it to the 22 Until None, the nonprofit that we work with for the Commodore's Reserve. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to just donate the prize that the money that would have been spent to gift him a bag of coffee. We're just going to donate all of it to 22 Until None. So that's kind of fun. But anyway, hashtag Crigler Coffee. If you buy a bag of coffee, just do hashtag Crigler Coffee. And chances are we'll probably feature it on the Instagram page. And of course, you can check out the coffee if you would like to try it out. It's absolutely delicious, roasted when you order. Anyway, let us get into the infrastructure bill. Now, this happened over the past couple days. It has passed in the Senate, and I'm not sure if it actually passed the House today. People are calling me Ryan Long. I'm actually thinking about cutting this part off because it feels still a little too long. I think I need to trim this down a little bit. Anyway, let's talk about the infrastructure bill. So first, this is Vox. Okay, now Vox News tends to be very left biased, and this pretty much sums it up too, because this article has nothing negative about the bill. They don't talk about any of the negativities, and even if they do, it's just, the gaslighting version of it that you hate to see. So this is from Vox. What's in the new infrastructure bill and why it's a big deal? I gotta say, a lot of this stuff is important for America. No joke. Like, it is important that we redo the highways, redo everything. Honestly, everything's crumbling. The dam network that we have, like, we've got like 60 dams that are actually more. I think like a couple thousand dams, like hydroelectric dams, like the Hoover Dam. Although that's one of the largest ones, but they're all over the place. And they provide a lot of electricity for different cities and stuff. These things are crumbling. They have a shelf life of around 55 to 60 years, and they're all about that old. So they're crumbling. So an infrastructure improvement bill is rather important, and it does tackle a lot of important things. But yes, it also has a lot of BS in it. So blah, 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 how awesome Biden is. Biden's amazing. He did this. That's what they're saying here. Anyway, this gets into some of the projects here. Transportation projects. The bill would spend $110 billion in new funds for roads, bridges, and related projects. It would also commit $39 billion for public transit, which the Biden administration describes as the largest federal investment in public transit in history, along with $66 billion for rail. It'd spend $42 billion on ports, airports, and related projects, and it would invest $11 billion in making America's roads safer. Okay, these are good things. All right, off to a good start. Reconnected communities. In the past few decades of road construction, many American cities have been physically divided by large highways, disproportionately affecting minority communities. This bill would spend $1 billion to reconnect many of these places. High-speed internet. The bill would spend $65 billion with a goal of providing broadband internet to all Americans, furthering aiming to boost competition among providers and reduce the cost of high-speed internet to make it more affordable. All good things. Electric cars. The bill would put $7.5 billion into a national network of electric vehicle chargers. It would also put $7.5 billion towards electrifying buses and ferries. These actions, the Biden administration said, are meant to create jobs, but also help tackle global warming by decarbonizing major components of American transportation systems. Funny enough, some tech guys, I think it was Jeff Bezos and was it Bill Gates? I don't remember exactly, the triumvirate of rich guys that are basically trying to dig through all of Greenland for, I don't know if it's lithium, but it's for electric batteries. And they're just digging the earth for a different commodity for the next systems. And it's not better. It's just more of the same kind of thing. Anyway, I don't want to get sidetracked, but I do want to just throw this in. The infrastructure bill mandates drunk driving detectors for new cars. The $1 trillion infrastructure bill on page 2,702. Oh no, it's 2,702 pages. Where is it? Sensors embedded within a vehicle's cabin will track the driver's eye movement and monitor signs of being distracted, impaired, or tired. This is technology that they're trying to put in as far as the electric vehicle push. Yeah, so they're trying to put tracking equipment in your car. So that means they could shut down your car because they said that they wanted to be able to control your car. I guess there was an advocate, Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Now, let me just add, drunk driving is terrible, okay? People who drunk drive, driving a car, those things are death machines. They can easily kill any person that isn't in a car. So if you're driving drunk, shame on you, all right? You shouldn't do it. It's a terrible thing to do. But putting facial recognition stuff that they can shut down your car via whatever network that they're installing so that they can monitor you in your car. Okay, that's a step way too far, all right? Authoritarian measures for under the guise of protecting against drunk driving, all right? It is absolutely ridiculous. Another action on climate change, the bill would also make several other investments meant to combat climate change, including $28 billion for power grid infrastructure, resiliency, and reliability, in part to help expand for the reach of clean energy, and $46 billion to, in part, mitigate damage for floods, wildfires, and droughts. You know, I find this really rich because for the first time in a long time, Donald Trump made us energy independent. Biden comes in and cuts that off, stops the pipelines, goes over to Russia and says, you can build your pipeline, goes to Canada and says, you can build a pipeline too. Go ahead, guys. We don't really care about American jobs. And now he's actually begging other foreign oil companies to give us gas and oil more. Like, we need more oil. Please produce more. It's like Texas could do it. Texas was doing it until you cut them off, Biden. And now this is what frustrates me, right? They cut people off. They say, that's bad. Trump did that and we can't do that anymore. Just like the vaccines. No, they won't take it if Trump could say to do it. Kamala, I'm talking about you. Specifically, you said you wouldn't take it if it was a Trump administration thing. Well, now he's gone and now everyone's pushing it. It's the same thing with all of this stuff. Now they're saying, well, we need resilience and reliability. And it's like, but we had it. You got rid of it. Look, I'm all for moving towards clean energy. Of course, I love this planet. I also don't want them to start digging up Greenland because they need to beat China to the lithium resources that I'm pretty sure that's why China's taken over in South America for the lithium. Anyway, the bill would also commit $21 billion to environmental remediation, particularly to clean up Superfund and brownfield sites, abandoned mines, and orphaned gas wells. Nah, you know what? I'm all for fixing what we messed up. All right, sure, fine. You know, fix what we screwed up. That's cool. You know, instead of fracking and letting I felt an earthquake from a fracking incident in, I think it was North Carolina, in New York City when I was living there 10 years ago. It was pretty crazy to feel my building shake in Brooklyn. You know, so look, we messed up a lot of the planet. I'm all for, you know, bringing it back to nature and stuff. I'm living in nature. It's beautiful. But when we got this push for electric vehicles and, you know, this whole electric movement or even wind power, once they build those blades, when those blades are out of commission, they don't decompose. They last forever. Thousands of them are building up over like the course of the past, I don't know, we've been using them more and more often, but they need to be replaced every so often. And when they stop being used, guess where they go? Into a landfill to sit and just do nothing, right? We can't recycle these things. They're built to withstand hurricane force winds. Even silicone, right? For sun energy. That stuff, it's dirty, right? They get replaced, and then what do you do with them? You throw them away, right? We need to figure out a new type of energy. That's what we need to do, not this making the same energy with a different source. This is also crazy too. Biden plans to hire 87,000 new IRS agents. I don't know what Nats Park is. I'm guessing it's some sort of stadium. But what I find crazy, this article goes into how a bunch of people that used to work at the IRS are talking about how most of their equipment isn't usable anymore. So they keep, putting more money into it, but then they're talking about the equipment, and it's just because the printers don't work because the ink cartridge hasn't been replaced. So they just buy a new printer instead of just replacing the ink cartridge. Throwing money at things that aren't run properly isn't going to make it run properly. We need to make them run properly So giving them a budget of, oh my gosh, $80 billion. He's giving the IRS a budget of $80 billion in this infrastructure bill. And yet, nowhere is it said that students should be taught how to pay their taxes. I mean, why isn't that part of the conversation? I didn't learn my taxes in school. I barely still know how to do my taxes. I hire a tax person. I'm lucky to have a partner that can handle it, and she knows what she's doing. It's amazing. I don't tend to deal with the taxes, but I do pay my taxes. Rest assured. But government programs, they last forever, and they are never updated. They're just more money. Oh, we'll just toss more money at it, and that's what's happening with the IRS. Great. And then we think about, this is from the New York Post. I didn't believe this at first. Biden's infrastructure bill is chock full of anti-white racism. Okay, look. I was like, is this real? So, for those who don't know, and they actually reference this in this, Biden had a bailout for farmers, right? But only minority farmers, not white farmers. If you were white, you were out of luck. You weren't able to get any access or any help. But if you were a minority, you got help. See, this frustrates me because I was grown and raised on meritocracy. Everyone, you earn your keep. Farmers, all farmers, should have been given relief. In fact, the courts struck it down. They said this isn't constitutional. You are discriminating. And it's the same thing with this bill. The bill grants to install solar and wind technologies and generate jobs in areas decimated by closing coal mines and coal-fired electric plants. When contractors bid, the bill says minority-owned businesses will get selected first. What is up with that? I want the person who's best at the job doing the job, period. A good buddy of mine sent me a clip from Dirty Harry. Now, I've never seen Dirty Harry, but man, do I want to see it now. Clint Eastwood, classic, right? And in this scene, he's sitting in a room with an investigator or woman that's like, she's coming into like internal affairs, right? To make sure that women are equally, hired on the workplace. And he's like, all right, well, how fast can you run? And the woman's like, how dare you? You're just trying to get her, not get this position. He's like, no, I'm trying to save her life or her partner's life because she's out on the line. She's better knows what she's doing. He's trying to save that cop's life. She'd never made an arrest, and it was like, bravo. It had nothing to do with her being a female. It had everything to do with her lack of experience, right? That's what it was about. Meritocracy. Meritocracy should rule, not if whatever color skin you are. Oh, you need extra help. It reminds me of last year when Oxford said to its black students, you guys don't have to work as hard. You don't have to do as much work as all the rest of the students because you're having a tough time in life, because you're oppressed. So we're going to help you, make it easier for you. How condescending is that? If I was black under that situation, I would be offended. And I'd be like, no, I'm doing that work because I'm just as good as everyone else. And this is the same kind of thing. It's these Democrats that act like that. They're saying all these people need help because they're oppressed. They're not as good and strong as these other people. And it's like, my goodness. The only racism I see is from the Democrats. And now it's in this infrastructure bill being pushed out. And that's not it. I couldn't even believe this. Why does the infrastructure bill include sexual orientation and gender identity language? Infrastructure. We're talking about infrastructure, right? We are talking about the infrastructure bill. Oh my gosh. Digital Equity Act. No individual in the United States may, on the basis of actual or perceived race, color, religion, national origin, sex, gender identity, sexual orientation, age, or disability should be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subject to discrimination under any program, activity that is funded in whole or in part with funds made available to carry out this title. In this bill, they contradict themselves. Race, actual or perceived. And yet, earlier in the bill, it's saying minorities get it earlier. You have to compete. Well, minority people, they're going to get the bid. In this bill, it says it in the bill. So, like, according to its own words, they're breaking the law of the bill they're trying to put forward. What is this? Clowns. These people are clowns. That's what this is. It's just, it's so frustrating. This pisses me off too. Gosh. Where is it? Oh, this isn't the, yeah, here we go. Amnesty is not infrastructure. In this infrastructure bill, they're giving amnesty. Where does it say? Hold on. This pisses me off so much. The act would grant amnesty to virtually every illegal alien in the country. Estimates of which range from 11 million to 22 million. It also includes measures that encourage asylum fraud, increasing all types of legal immigration, and erase the line between illegal and legal immigration. I spent thousands of dollars for my wife to legally live in America with me because she's Swedish and we couldn't stay together. She had to go back every 3 months to, make sure that she could, not be in trouble because I wanted to do it legally. These people are pouring over the border in Texas, bringing COVID, and everyone's blaming Abbott and Texans for being free. How dare they? No, it's Biden's fault for leaving the border open. That's the problem. And now this infrastructure bill, illegal aliens are infrastructure? What is this? I mean, I'm all for legal immigration. That's what this country was founded on, right? I'm proud to have helped my wife. She has a green card. She can live in America with me, right? But these people are going to get amnesty because Biden told them to come. And sure enough, they slipped it into this bill. And, yep, they're going to get amnesty. I don't know how that's infrastructure. It frustrates me to no end. It's just insulting that the Republicans would vote for this. 2,700 pages. Why are these bills this long? We don't know what this bill actually is, and this people are still sifting through it to find stuff. They're still trying to see what kind of BS is in here. I guarantee you, none of the people who voted for this bill read the entire bill. I don't believe it. If someone tells me that they did, I don't even believe them. Get out of here. Nope, you don't. There's no way you read the entire bill. 2,700 pages. Yeah, right. I don't believe it. All right, I'm done talking about this freaking infrastructure bill. MPOW said, I almost didn't click because I didn't recognize you. Yeah, I mean, come on. I look the same. I always had my hair back anyway, right? Just like this. So there, I look the same now, right? I did get a haircut, Snakebite. Yes, I did. Although it looks like I'm buffering. I don't know if it's I don't know what's going on with my buffering. Am I still here with you guys? Am I still live? All right. Anyway, I'm done with that segment anyway. It kind of worked out perfect for me. Let's move on because this is absolutely just bonkers. Okay. All right. I see I'm back. Hunter Biden, man. Hunter Biden. All right. So this guy. All right. First and foremost, let me just warn you. All right. These images are fuzzed out, but they're still rather. This is from the Daily Mail. And I almost don't believe this story. I almost can't believe this story because it's kind of ridiculous. Just look at the freaking title here. Quote, "The Russians have videos of me doing crazy effing sex." End quote. Hunter Biden is seen in unearthed footage telling prostitute that Russian drug dealers stole another of his laptops. Yes, another. There's another laptop of his. What is wrong with you, dude? I mean, then at the same time, he's a drug addict, right? I mean, it's hard to, it's like, dude, he's on drugs. He's addicted to drugs. He's a drug addict. And these people sometimes don't know what they're doing. And it seems like he's a sex addict too. And I'm going to leave it at that. All right. But my goodness. All right. Warning, explicit content. This is absolutely true. It's explicit. Please, fair warning. Many pictures are about to be seen. They're blurbed out, so you don't see anything, but you basically see the scene. Hunter Biden claimed Russians stole another one of his laptops for blackmail while he was close to overdosing in a Las Vegas hotel room. DailyMail.com can reveal the alleged incident would mean Hunter lost a total of 3 computers. The first abandoned at a Delaware computer store, the second seized by federal agents. I actually didn't know that was a thing until I read this article. Each likely to hold sensitive information on President Joe Biden and the embarrassing pictures, videos, and communications of his son. The third laptop still appears to be missing and was taken by Russian drug dealers after they partied with Hunter in Vegas, he told a prostitute in a conversation caught on camera. After filming himself having sex with the woman using his laptop in January 2019, Hunter left the camera rolling as he recounted a Vegas bender in which he spent 2018 days going round from penthouse suite to penthouse suite, sometimes costing $10,000 a night. "I spent effing crazy amounts of money," he said. "I was with these guys. One guy was, not like you anyway. Each night he'd be like, there's going to be so many people here, crazy effing party, and each night it's nobody." Here's him with the prostitute. Here's the video, which I'm not going to play. This is more pictures of them in the bedroom. I don't understand what this guy's obsession with himself is. Hunter's claims raise the possibility that he was targeted as a vulnerable conduit to Joe Biden as part of a foreign intelligence operation. His 2015 MacBook Pro became infamous after he abandoned it at a Delaware computer store 2 years ago. Daily Mail obtained a copy of its hard drive, commissioned experts who verified its authenticity, and exposed evidence of shocking corruption and illegal activity in its contents that the mainstream media went to absolute no end to get rid of and squander and squash and hide and ban people and get rid of it so that it wouldn't ruin Joe Biden's presidency. In fact, people voted for him and then found out about it and said, wow, I didn't know anything about it. Yeah, because the mainstream media didn't want you to know about it. Well, I didn't even know about the second laptop. I mean, and I read the news almost every day. It's absolutely ridiculous. A second laptop belonging to the president's son was reportedly seized by federal agents when they raided the office of his friend, disgraced psychiatrist Keith Abloh, last year. 2 sources told NBC that the DEA found the device when executing a search warrant on Abloh's Massachusetts office after he was accused of a professional misconduct and had his medical license suspended. Abloh had not been charged with a crime, and the laptop was returned to Hunter's lawyer. Hunter described how his third laptop was stolen one night during the summer 2018 bender when he almost overdosed on drugs. Quote, "I went out to the hot tub by myself, which hangs over the edge of the effing top floor with glass. It's ridiculous. And I'm sitting there, and it's the last I remember. I don't ever pass out. Ever. Yeah, right. I wake up, and the only people that are there are Miguel, the guy frantically running around gathering things up, okay, and Miguel and Pierce, this guy, his friend. They had kicked everyone else, and they had cleaned up the entire place. Everything okay? They were getting ready to leave, and I woke up, and there was this Russian 35-year-old, really nice, pure brunette. She refused to leave and wouldn't call an ambulance. They didn't know whether I was dead or not at first. Hunter said after that debauched night, he realized his computer was missing. I think he's the one that stole my computer. I think the three of them, the three guys that were in that little group, the dealer and his two guys, I took them everywhere. Effing everywhere. Crazy out of your mind stuff. This is a classic picture that is used in many memes. The president's son told the prostitute that the allegedly stolen laptop was also full of compromising sex videos. They have videos of me doing this, he said, referring to the filmed sex he just finished. They have videos of me doing crazy effing sex. My computer had tons of just left that cam on, and he would always put in a passcode and all that. You know what I mean? And it was effing crazy stuff. I guess, he keeps repeating it. The prostitute asked Hunter if he was worried the Russians' alleged thieves would try to blackmail him. He replied, yeah, in some way. My dad, inaudible, running for president, he told her in a hushed voice. He is. I talk about it all the time. If they do, he knows I made like a gazillion dollars. This is insane because I watched them try to get Donald Trump Jr. for anything. For him winking at the camera. Oh my gosh, he winked at the camera. He's the worst person ever. Like father, like son. If this was Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., this would be frontline news for 10 years for the Democrats as a point of comparison to how bad the Republicans are. But this is the sitting president's son. Another laptop. He's so cracked out, he can't even keep him a hold of himself. He's talking about how his dad's running for president. He knew his dad was running for president. He's running his mouth, running around. Yeah, my dad's running for president. They're like, here's this laptop. We could probably take it and blackmail him. The sitting president's son. Hey, I need you to get your dad to do this. Tell your dad, if he doesn't do this, we're going to release this information that we have that compromises you and him. Obviously, I'm just making a hypothetical situation up from thin air. But it's not that far-fetched. He talks about how there's evidence of compromising stuff about him. And there's conversations with him. And who knows who he's talking to. Mac laptops, you can iMessages on there. Like if you haven't, connected to your phone, all of your messages are on there. Who knows what kind of information these people have? This is insane. This isn't going to be top news. It was trending on Twitter, and guess what? Donald Trump Jr. was trending also with this, and it was Hunter Biden trending, Don Jr. trending, and then it's for some reason they chose to give the whole context for whatever was going with Don Jr. It was some BS that is insignificant. But this is insane. If the hypocrisy is crazy to these people. This isn't news for these people. So frustrating. I gotta cut this because it's too long. I don't like these little things hanging down. I'm done talking about Hunter, man. I'm so crazy. It's just so crazy. Man. Look at this. I'm worried he gets the money up front and maybe it doesn't do $1 million, but maybe it does 3. Maybe no one wants to see me naked, he says. Maybe it's news interests because of my dad's public figure. They say we don't have to pay you anything because of your interest in regular news. I think you should just beat him to the punch, the prostitute replied. I think you should just release your own video. Funny. Yeah, just release that sex tape. Yeah, what about all the rest of the stuff that's on that tape that we don't know about? Huh? It's crazy to me how this is not like mainstream media news. I mean, this should be news. It is absolutely news. It's the sitting president's son. All right, I'm over it. Let's talk about someone awesome. Gina Carano. It's funny, I actually just mentioned her in a tweet the other day. There was a video that I saw of a Holocaust survivor. She was 3 years old, remembering being corralled and, put through, I don't know if she was at Auschwitz, wherever she was talking about it, how she's seeing a lot of similarities between what she went through as a child and, she lived it. And now she's like, this is happening now. They're demonizing people and dividing up the country to basically convince half of the population that the other half is evil and should be ashamed of themselves. This is exactly why Gina Carano got fired, because she was tweeting the exact same thing. Hey, this is kind of really crazy. It reminds me of 30s Germany. Everyone's like, whoa, how dare you compare the Holocaust to this? It's like, okay, that was later on. It was before the Holocaust. That's what she's comparing to, right? Well, Gina Carano, I'm proud to say she moved on, and she is working with the Daily Wire to do a new movie, which I'm kind of hyped about. Gina Carano reveals details about first project since The Mandalorian. Actress will star in revenge thriller scripted by The Hitcher writer Eric Red. Here is one of her money shots, Gina Carano. She will have her revenge. In her first project since The Mandalorian, we can reveal that the actress is set to star as a traumatized woman who hires a long hauler to track down an infamous serial killer. The Hitcher and near-dark scribe Eric Red has written the script for the untitled action thriller, which is based on his novel White Knuckle. The story follows a strong-willed woman who survives an attempt by a serial killer trucker, White Knuckle. Haunted by her encounter and the cops' inability to catch her tormentor, she partners with a trucker to end the killer's reign of terror. Carano is producing and will star in the movie, which is said to be in the vein of Duel, Breakdown, and True Grit. Filming will take place in Tennessee, Utah, and Montana beginning in October. Also producing are Dallas Saunier from Bone Tomahawk and Amanda Presmick, Dragged Across Concrete, of Bonfire Legend, a former Fangoria editor Tony Timpone. The Hurt Locker outfit Voltage Pictures is handling international sales. This is a project former MMA star Carano has been developing with conservative media company The Daily Wire, which has been ramping up its film ambitions. The team is in negotiations with a director and is aiming for a Q1 2022 release. David Guglielmo, The Pale Door, is casting. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name correctly. But you know what? I got to give it up to The Daily Wire. I saw their first movie that they came out with. I think it's Run, Hide, Fight is the name of it. I might be getting the name of the movie wrong. But I did subscribe to The Daily Wire. I actually really like their articles. They're rather based. And it was pretty good. The production quality was incredible. The acting was all really well done. It was a tough subject. It was about a school shooting, but it was really well made. I really liked it a lot. And it had an actor that I really like. He was in The Expanse, the cop that had the kind of like the side part. He was kind of like he was my favorite character from the first season. And spoiler alert, I mean, they're on like season 4 or 5 now. He gets turned into, I don't even know if he dies. I kind of stopped watching after season 4 because he was my favorite character. When your favorite character in a series gets kind of knocked off, I don't know, I kind of lost interest. Anyway, he was in it. It was a good movie. The Daily Wire told us it will release the movie exclusively in the U.S. to its members while also making the movie available worldwide. Carano told us, quote, I am completely ignited to be creating this thriller with the Daily Wire and Bonfire Legend. I am feeling exactly where I want. I feel I'm exactly where I want and need to be at this moment in my life. It feels as if I have wings, end quote. Awesome. That's great to know because I'm really happy for her to have, I mean, she basically got canceled from Disney and said, I don't care, I'm going to keep doing my thing. And I mean, the fans are rallying behind her, and I am as well. The movie will be Carano's first since the series of controversial social media posts saw her turfed from Disney's hit series The Mandalorian and dropped by UTA earlier this year. As we revealed, the Deadpool and Fast 6 actress soon teamed up with Ben Shapiro's The Daily Wire. The project is one of a slate of film and TV projects in development for the media company, which is also getting into distribution. Red's cult 1986 thriller Hitcher starred Rutger Hauer, C. Thomas Howell, and Jennifer Jason Leigh, followed a young man who escaped the clutches of a murderous hitchhiker, but is subsequently stalked by the Hitcher and framed for his crimes. He most recently wrote and directed a 2008 action thriller 100 Feet with Famke Janssen and Bobby Cannavale. Carano is repped by manager Scott Karp and attorney Eric Galen. Look, I'm really happy to know that she is doing well, because she's a patriot. She loves this country. She loves freedom. And good, because we should. As Americans, you should love your country, because America is awesome. All right? If you don't know that about America, it's awesome. That's why people don't want Megan Rapinoe in adverts for Subway. I talked about it the other day. Subway's like, can we please drop her, because I'm sick of apologizing. It's rather awesome. All right, let's move on. I want to talk about this really interesting article. I don't read The Hill often, because The Hill seems to be, I don't know, left-leaning, if you know what I mean. Of course they are. Mars rock mysteriously vanishes, baffling NASA scientists. If there's life on Mars, it might not want us to find out. Listen to this story. NASA's Perseverance rover had one job, and it failed. But true to its name, the rover will try again to extract a rock from the surface of Mars. Quote, while this is not the hole-in-one we hoped for, there is always a risk with breaking new ground, end quote, said Thomas Zurbuchen, Associate Administrator of NASA's Space Science Mission Directorate in Washington, in a release. Quote, I'm confident we have the right team working this, and we will persevere towards a solution to ensure future success, end quote. The rover is equipped with a hollow coring bit and percussive drill at the end of its 7-foot-long robotic arm. All indications show the sampling attempt was successful until the rover returned with an empty sample tube. NASA researchers think that the rock target likely did not react as expected and are analyzing the existing data to understand what went wrong. Quote, I have been on every Mars rover mission since the beginning, and this planet is always teaching us what we don't know about it, says Jennifer Trosper, project manager for Perseverance at JPL, in the release. Quote, one thing I've found is it's not unusual to have complications during complex first-time activities, unquote. And I mean, it's not a long article, but I find it fun because I love all things space. And what do you think? Do you think that Perseverance just messed up and was drilling into air and they were wrong? I mean, we don't know. We're not there watching to make sure that it's all good. Or do you think something said, this is mine, you don't get to collect this stuff? I mean, it's trying to collect samples that may actually be returned to Earth eventually. Or, I mean, it's got all sorts of different instruments that can do experiments on the stuff that it gathers. Maybe something's there that doesn't want us to know about it. I don't know. I don't know, but it is interesting. Sorry, I just need a little bit of water there. How you guys doing? How's chat doing tonight? If you guys haven't smashed that like button, I don't know what you're waiting for. Smash it for my new haircut, huh? I love my haircut. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful to get rid of that hair. It feels so good. And it was heavy. I feel lighter. Man, I really am enjoying having short hair. I mean, it is nice. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. It is Thursday. That means jam night tomorrow. I'm pretty hyped about that. It'll be a little different because I have short hair. I know I look different. I hope it's not too crazy of a change for you guys. Anyway, let's get into some super chats. I saw a couple got deleted. Unfortunately, I can't access the super chats that happened before the show starts. For some reason, YouTube won't let me see the super chats anymore, so a couple of them got deleted. I saw they were all Mark Robershaw, but thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. But he still starts. If it gets too hot, just take off your clothes, okay? I think I'm good. Alexio just asked, who is this? Who am I? I'm Adam. Come on. It's me. It's Adam. I'm still me. Come on. I just don't have long hair anymore. I can't do a backflip. What are you talking about? Alexio doesn't recognize me. Okay, I'm also not wearing my glasses. So I have my contacts in. I thought to actually get rid of the beard as well, but maybe that was a little too much. Welcome to the youth. I did hear that I look a lot younger. Do I look younger to you guys? Well, anyway, Robert Wild says, I waited on my message this time, YouTube. You have a blessed soul, Adam. Have a blessed night and blessed life. Doing what you love, Adam and chat. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate you, mate. Robert Shaw says, Marvel What If is actually very good. I recommend. Really? Okay. I'm seeing a lot of my comic book homies, like Az, Heelburst, Babyface, Nerdrotic, Geeks and Gamers, all those guys. They're talking about how it's kind of they're talking about what's her name, Agent Carter, Captain America Carter, whatever. How they got lazy and made her a man. So I was like, oh man, really? Okay, so I see a lot of I look younger. Okay. And no. Someone says, don't shave. Okay, Zylex. Some said shave. Neo Prototype says shave. I'm thinking about it. There's a lot of big beards around me. Like, I feel like to become one with my area, because I'm surrounded by, like, farms. I'm in the middle of, I'm not by any cities, you know? I'm out in the fields, and it's just a bunch of farmers with big beards. I feel like, although I actually did go by a property that had a guy that seemed like he was my age. He had, like, you know, the baby in the strap thing, you know, in the, you know, where you, the little, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called, but it had to be like a little young kid. But he looked like my age. He had a beard, and I was like, that's going to be me in a couple years. Which is kind of cool because he's kind of close by me. Potato Masher says, dude, I really like the haircut. A1, man. Super Chad. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much, Potato. Mark Robershaw says, Mars is just a hologram after all. Megan Cox gave me a Hurt controller. I don't know what that is. It's really sad, though, and a bummer. I don't throw my controllers. I don't rage. And you should know this if you watch my Twitch channel. Yeah. Old Man Green Leader says, rest in peace, long-haired Crigler, Christ, 4 BC, 2021, AD, gone but not forgotten. Yes, it's true, Soy Jesus is no more. Serious Business says, I'd smash. Okay, thanks. Aaron says, hey Adam, I got my Gamer's Blend coffee, had a cup this morning to give it a shot. Still hate coffee, but you never know what you like until you try it. All right, well, thank you. I'm glad that you supported me anyway. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like coffee, if you're not a coffee drinker because you don't like coffee, yeah, I don't blame you. The Magnum Express says, Ryan Long, that's the one. Not sure why I said Jordan Peterson yesterday. I do see the Ryan Long thing. You know, and it's funny because I have curly hair and he has curly hair. Like, my hair gets really curly. But I mean, we really do kind of look alike, huh? Ryan Long and I? I can see it. Robert Shaw says, Adam looks like a guy now. Oh, looks like that guy now. I thought you said a guy. That would have been funny. Robert Shaw says, yeah, rebuild infrastructure with crappy materials. I hope not. Jason Dixon says, love the hair. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate you. Robert Shaw says, self-driving cars, will it remove more freedoms? I don't even want a self-driving car. I like driving myself. I mean, I get it if like it's a long, I don't know, I'd like driving myself. I want to always just drive myself. Is that wrong of me? Like, I want to drive myself. I don't want a computer to drive me. I like driving myself. Robert Shaw says they want to make USA, Australia into zero world countries. Zero as in we don't make anything. We just consume things. We are the consumers now. Zero production. That's a good point, Robert Shaw. You're right. They really want that. They don't want us to do anything. They want us to consume. That's really it, right? Sucks. Robert Shaw says graphene batteries. No, it's too clean, right? Graphene, man. I mean, Ian doesn't get enough due for his love of graphene. I mean, he's explained it to me, and graphene is awesome. It really is an incredible thing. Like, if we could figure out how to make like really well-made graphene batteries that we can use in electric cars, graphene, you can break it down, you can remake it. It's amazing. Like, what are they doing? They're like, no, but we know that lithium works. That's how all of our batteries are made right now. So we're going to go mine all of the lithium around the planet until that's gone. And then we'll move to the next thing. It's like, that's what they're doing. All right. Oil, yeah, that's what we've been doing. But now we're going to do lithium. So we're going to go mine everything and make a whole bunch of money. That's why these rich guys are spending trillions of dollars to go mine all the lithium. Oh, man. Robert Shaw says, no, Adam, we need better recycling technology. Yes, that's also true. That is also true, right? Sean Strickland says, anime hair. Do I have anime hair? Oh, I don't know. I didn't know that I had anime hair. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm not sure. Lawrence Dunlap says, liking the new haircut. As far as energy goes, nuclear is the best energy right now, and God willing, fusion in the future. You know what? You got a good point. In fact, I have a nuclear futurist he goes as, and he's really trying to push nuclear, and it makes sense because it's like everyone thinks nuclear, they're like Chernobyl, look what happened with Chernobyl, and it's like that's such antiquated technology now. That was a generation 1 nuclear reactor. Like, we have come a long way with that kind of technology. We can build them really small and have them powering smaller places. It's a much different situation. And thank you for your compliment, Lawrence. I appreciate that. Robert Shaw says, what makes someone a minority? That is a term to segregate people. I'm serious now. I'm so sick of it. We're all human beings. Every single one of us, all of you are human beings. I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care what your sexual orientation is or what your gender is. It doesn't matter. We're all human beings on this planet, trying to live a good life, trying to get by, trying to live a positive life. And that's what all of us deserve. It's ridiculous. Potato Masher says, Chatham Hussein. Chatham Hussein? Is that really? Come on. No, I like the first part. Chatham. I'm all right with that. That's great. Christopher Conrad says, after 9/11, every bill, every social issue was suddenly tied to terrorism. Same thing here. I know. It's really ridiculous. It's crazy. Six Semper Tyrannis says, I'll admit, haircut looks great. Thank you, mate. I appreciate you. Robert Shaw says, it is clown world after all. Help us. I know. It is, man. It's a clown world. Like, people read the full terms of service, laughing his butt off, right? They don't, Robert Shaw. They don't. Smith says, and the sign says the long-haired freaking people need not apply. Congratulations, hippie boy. I'm still a hippie boy at heart. Don't get me wrong. Don't let the haircut fool you. I was just sick of my long hair. Pork Lamp says it looks a lot like Ryan Long, dude. Yeah, I know. It seems like I'm getting that a lot. Robert Shaw says, father like son, the Bidens are redacted. Man. Red Mage says, hey Adam, love the new look. Almost didn't recognize you for a second. Hope the new house is treating you guys well. Oh man, Red Mage, you have no idea. I mean, my house is just absolutely beautiful. Let me just show you, I just posted this on my Instagram. I was just sitting on my river, Just the sun was shining on my face. I was just sitting there on a big rock. I got a big rock that sits like, you could sit on there. It's like really warm in the sun. The sun sets straight down that river. So like you can see the sun just all the way. It is just beautiful and peaceful. I really love it here. It's great. Robert Shaw says, Russians took the laptop. Russiagate 4 incoming. Yeah, only it's true this time. Joe Bryant says, now we know why he got paid millions for no reasons. Putin was just buying more blackmail material against creepy Joe Biden. Ugh. Yeah, maybe. Yep, that's crazy. Robert Shaw says, I wonder if Hunter was redacted by his father. Yeah, maybe. Control-Alt-Delete said, Hunter's one of those dudes you can get with the 5 o'clock free crack giveaway prank. Yeah, right? And then sell in Parmesan cheese. Gary Jensen said, Adam's morning, get his coffee, walks to the river, hears the water running, then realize he has to pee. And I just let it rip. Actually, I haven't peed in the river yet. But, I mean, you know, whatever. It's a river. The water's going out to the ocean anyway, huh? Eventually. Let's see. Robert Shaw says, why are sex tapes so bad these days? I mean, because he's probably having sex with someone he shouldn't have. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? You do the math. Chris Coleman says, hadn't seen the show in a long time, but I'm very happy with what you're doing. Red pills for days. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that very much so. Blinky Bill says, Messenger won't let me send a link for Hunter Daily Mail article. Facebook took laptop to protect him from himself. Haha. Facebook Messenger isn't even letting you send the Daily Mail link? That actually doesn't surprise me at all in the slightest. Man. Robert Shaw says, I bet Hunter finishes first every time. 2 pump. Khalid, thank you for that super chat. $20 for absolutely saying nothing. Appreciate you. Robert Shaw says, my mind does ask how hung he is, though. No, don't go there, dude. DJ Ronnie says, after hearing you talk about Hunter, I need to take a shower. And the Perseid meteor shower is basically at its peak. Right. I can't believe I forgot to talk about that. It is going on right now. The 12th, the 13th, and the 14th, I think, are the peaks. I should talk about it tomorrow on my show. The Perseid's meteor showers. You know, I'm just going to Perseid meteor shower. Just so I don't forget it, because, yeah, it's peaking right now. So get out there and check it out. Let's see. Robert Shaw says, Gina can throw me around if she likes. You know what I'm saying? She is absolutely a babe. Robert Shaw says, human error causes most of nuclear reactors. Disasters. Nope, and I had a super chat jump. I probably lost a bunch. Hold on, I gotta run back. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay. Lisby says, have you watched Mr. Robot with Rami Malek and Christian Slater? Incredible show and apropos with our world. I started watching it, but I never finished it, and I don't remember why. I think it's because I started moving, and then I was like moving, and then I forgot about it. I remember watching the first couple episodes, and it was really good. Robert Shaw says, Adam didn't cut his hair, he took the wig off. That would be funny. No, it's cut. I mean, you could tell. You could tell it's cut. I mean, look at this. It feels good. Love this stuff. Robert Shaw says, noob with the rover controls simple. Ah, maybe that's what it is. Cosmernaut says, you look a little like Viggo Mortensen now. Well, thank you. All right. I appreciate that, you know. All right. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. The truth of the matter is, I look like me. Robert Shaw says, I love refrigerators. I don't know why that's going to be a thing now, isn't it? Robert Shaw says, deleted. Robert Shaw again says, geeks and gamers and others, I feel, have woke derangement syndrome. They see wokeness in everything. Captain Carter got buffed like Steve did, same serum. Okay, that makes sense, actually. So she would have been, like, buffed, right? Good to know. Short Bus Dave says, Paul Rudd stole Adam's show. Do I look like Paul Rudd also? All right. I'm being compared to a lot of handsome people. I'm all right with that. You guys are very nice. Appreciate that. Francisco says 4:20 Pacific time. Back that oregano and not that Parmesan Giga Chad. What does your woman think of the cut? My girl is pushing for me to cut mine, but I don't want to. She looked at me today. She loves it, by the way. She looked at me today, and you could just tell she was checking me out. And I was just like, oh yeah, you're checking me out. I just did it with my eyes. I didn't say it, but I was like, oh girl, you check me out. And she goes, I really like you in short hair. I was like, all right. Okay, so she likes the short hair. Robert Shaw says they might outlaw non-self-driving cars, which is just ridiculous. Shanjak says, haircut looks good. Subconsciously wondered if you were about to review some drones or electric longboards. Must be the Casey Neistat look. I don't even know what he looks like. All I know is that Tim talked about him a lot, and I was just like, I don't know who this person is, but okay. Texas Wench says, hair is banging, bro. Soy Jesus to Soy Chad. Thank you, Texas Wench. I appreciate you. Let's see. M. Cappy. Yo, from Canada, La Salle Reservation. Love the new look, brother. Thank you very much, M. Cappy. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Mavis says, if people don't like the taste of coffee, I'd recommend Bulletproof Keto Creamer. The hazelnut tastes awesome, and it drowns out the coffee taste. All right, interesting. Let's see. Mark Robershaw says, Adam, make sure you select try for baby, okay? I'm going to wait a little bit, man. All right, we're not there yet. All right, not there yet. Makeshift Electric says, because I'm really sad. Oh, I'm sadder than sad, darling. I'm hurting. I want Marxism so bad, like a clown. I appear to be dumb. Ooh, the tears of Adam Kissinger when everyone's watching. What is that song? You seem to be singing a song, but I don't really know that one. Sejong says, did you see Saki say the redacted can still redacted you if you're under 27? How are they dumb enough to keep saying the quiet part out loud? Oh, okay, I did see that, but I'm not going to repeat it on my show, Sejong. It absolutely blows me away that she said it out loud. And then said it like they need to know that it can be a thing and still need to get it. And it's like, what is wrong with this woman? These people are absolutely crazy. Robert Shaw says, who am I? You're wrong. Adam wrong. I'm right always. Tim Pool. Did I get it? I got it. Bobcat says, hey, Adam. Enjoying the show. By the way, your head looks huge now. Thank you. Thank you? Thank you. Cool. I did move the camera a little closer because reasons. Let's see. Robishaw says, does chat love refrigerators? Johnny Bunn says, these Democrats can't even come up with their own stories. Joe and Hunter's story was already written in Malibu Most Wanted. Reruns are the worst. I know, insane, right? Robishaw says, Ian's graphene gets clowned in that other show. That's really sad because he's onto something and should be given his due to speak. Wow, you guys are fantastic. Oh, that was my show. I will be back tomorrow. It's jam night tomorrow. You guys know the deal. I'll be jamming on my guitar. Yeah, maybe I'll send you guys off with a little something, something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nice big head. You guys are funny. Sectus Gaming says, new look, same show. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not gonna. Should I play a couple songs? Shirt off? I'm not taking my shirt off. You're crazy. Yeah, Ian is a good guy. All right. I don't think I'm going to play any music. I just... Batgoat says, you look great, dude. Thank you, Batgoat. I appreciate that. I guess I kind of... It's funny that I kind of have the same haircut. I haven't had, like, a fade in a long time. Like, this fade here is so new. I still got to get used to this, you know? This fade look. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River, life is over. Sejong says, pants down? No pants at all. No, I've got pants on. Trust me, I got the pants on. Mr. Knox says, Hunter Biden caught with his pants down again. Guess it's Russians. Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, he literally was wearing absolutely no pants. I kind of like skipped past the pictures. But, took a walk tonight with my love. All the cats are in the streets. Like us, they're trying to find a way home. Yeah, face life and land up on their feet. I'm talking about them little things. Little things that make you sing and feel alright. A natural high. Like a sunshine and rain, fresh coffee to start my day. I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. Sunsets along the colonnade. All good dogs and bad are on their way. Like us, they're trying to find a peace of mind. Yeah, face life and its insanity. Talking about them little things, the little things that make you sing, feel alright, the natural high inside. Yeah, sunshine and rain. A fresh love, it is all your day. I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. Now I'm walking with you. All right, that's a little ditty, a little preview for my Friday night jams. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I will see you guys next time here on the Crigler Show. Good night.